tell us how the gays are ruining friendship.
I'm talking about the vocal elements.
I hope you have a fantastic day.
Hell is real. Thanks so much for 3 months. I disagree.
Within the LGBT movement that want to turn any display of love between people of the same sex into a sexual relationship.
Ooh, I might have got it.
What motivated me to talk about this was the online banter about the upcoming animated series Frog and Toad, which is based on a 1978 children's book.
Wait. Yeah, aren't these actually gay? Am I crazy? I think Frog and Toad is actually gay. Wasn't there a whole thing about the author was... Yeah, isn't this like the author sort of like coming to terms with their own sexuality and like starting to come out? Isn't there like a whole thing? Big queer icons. This is like a well-known... I don't think I'm misremembering. It's sort of like the Bert and Ernie thing, although I think the Bert and Ernie thing is a little less. Although I haven't watched Sesame Street in a while, but even so, like it's two dudes that are together and living. This is how love is too. Yeah, I don't know. It can be platonic love as well. I think that's kind of cute. You can read. I don't think as someone who likes the idea of a little bit of representation. I think you probably could just also say they're platonic because they're cartoon characters. You feel me? So it's fine. Your shit's not ruined.
Now, I love the Frog and Toad books. My children love them. They enjoy listening to them on Audible. And they're just fun stories about Frog and Toad exploring the world, but they have this fun quirkiness about them. Mm-hmm. They have stories about not trying to eat cookies, and so to avoid temptation, they just give the cookies to the birds. Or Frog and Toad rake each other's yards to surprise one another, but when they wake up, the wind messed up both their yards.
Look, that's a gay toad. You ever seen a toad this gay in your life?
Anyways, they're just these cute stories about the value of friendship and helping each other. Except the internet wants everything to be gay.
I'm so
and Frog
fucking
and Toad
right.
are gay is a trending topic.
Yeah, I'm so fucking right. He's actually mad about someone shipping, like I said Ben Shapiro, I guess, but like, yeah, he's just worried about shipping.
An article in the Daily Beast says, Frog and Toad are still gay in Apple's new kids show if you want them to be.
Okay, yeah.
It says the following. Though Frog and Toad are simply called friends in the series and in the books, Arnold Lobel, the author, came out to his family as gay in 1974 after the books had been published. In a 2016 interview with The New Yorker, Adrian Lobel called the books the beginning of him coming out. Over the years,
Livixteen, thanks for following.
Frog and Toad have become gay icons. And it's not just Frog and Toad. People have done this to Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street.
Even Bert and Ernie. See, we used to do that with Bert and Ernie when we were kids. We're like, I think they're gay.
And Stephen Bucky and Captain America. But I want to be clear, I'm not having a freak out because I can't handle a fictional character identifying as gay. It's about something more foundational. Sex is for the expression of marital love. And marital...
No, it isn't. You're so stupid. That's just like a Christian dweeb idea. Okay? Sex is by the way, you don't have to have sex to have attraction and to be gay with somebody. Did you know you don't have to fuck to be gay? That's crazy, right? You know you can be gay and never have sex? What? So it's not connected to the expression of this. Like, Frog and Toad are cartoon characters, and maybe just don't even have genitals in the universe. You know what I mean? Like maybe sex isn't even a thing they would do. Maybe it is. Who knows? If you want to do it, who cares? It's not about. That's not what the story's about, man. But it does seem like the gay author is writing a gay story, about like something wholesome that he wants to see, and I think that's cool.
Marital love is the unique bodily union that only exists between a man and a woman.
That only exists between a man and a woman? Now, I'm not into fucking guys, but I think I could fuck a guy, like physically. Like, I think my body and someone else's body, I think I could fuck that person. If you have a body, you're fuckable, in my opinion. like you're a person that is you're capable. I don't know. Look, hey, Christians, I know that you're aware on technicality that pussy isn't the only thing that we can do with each other. We don't always have to do the pussy things. There's other stuff to do. We don't even have to fucking do genital stuff. Like, hello? Jake Byark. Everybody has a hole. There's got to be somebody statistically without... No, I think everybody has to have a hole. You can't live without holes. Holes are the gateways to life.
It's the only love from which...
Sorry, Ghost, you're unfuckable. Jake has it decreed. I think ghosts have literally spiritual holes, so I think they're fine. I'd fuck a ghost. I'll fuck a ghost. I don't care. I'll try anything twice.
Which a new person to love comes forth. Now, in ancient Greek, there were different words
when they fucked boys
that meant love, like agape, which is sacrificial love, or philios, which is the love of friendship, or eros, romantic love. But in the modern world, everything gets mashed into one word, love. You know, like when people say, love is love, whatever that means.
Whatever love is love means that however you love somebody, that's valid. Like your expression of love with one person to another doesn't matter what your sexuality is. Like, it's a valid love to be attracted to the person you're attracted to. You know what I'm saying? You mentioned fucking ghost, but would you create pottery with one? I would let Patrick Swayze help me with pottery. I'd prefer he did it in his own space, but I mean, like, if he's only got one pottery, like, if he can only do it from, like, his POV, he can't really, you know how it is. It's like shooting left-handed.
For example, Wesley Hill writes the following in his book, Spiritual Friendship, Finding Love in the Church as a Celibate Gay Christian.
A celibate British gay Christian?
Theologian Elizabeth Stewart, for example, has suggested that a great many lesbian and gay people understand their committed sexual relationships not in terms of marriage or of living together like unmarried heterosexual couples, but in terms of friendship.
That's... Okay, first of all, not really true. This is more of like a cover thing. Second of all, I'm friends with my partner. We're well, because I'm heterosexual, therefore so is she. But you know, she is. We are in a straight presenting relationship.
Drawing on the insights of queer theory and mindful of the problems attending a simple transfer of heterosexual norms and expectations to gay relationships, Stewart and others look to friendship with its voluntary, non-hierarchical bonds of affection.
So, she's describing lefties. The Christians stumble upon leftist queer polycules and don't know how to fucking talk about it.
As a potentially fruitful model for understanding the significance of erotic same-sex partnerships.
Erotic same-sex. They're so fucking... There is something that happens to straight people where they get such a fucking fascination with queer sex and they don't know how to express themselves. Like, literally just talk about it like a normal person. So, if you have a question... I'm again... cishet guy, so I have not had many queer experiences, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have only had second-hand queer experiences. I've only been around while queer people have been expressing their love, right? So, I'm sure that there are questions that I could ask about any sort of, like, I don't know, if I was ignorant on like, why do you want to suck a dick? I mean, I feel like I know why I want to eat pussy, so I could understand how someone would be like, that, but dicks. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's an easy thing to understand. I don't know, man. I think, I mean, genuinely, a lot of this comes from the sexual repression of the Christian church and the brainworms that is set at the center of your fucking gray matter. When you come up in a religious family, it is so hard to exorcise the demon of religion out of your fucking brain. I'm so glad that I dodged that bullet. I'm so fucking lucky. Like, it just poisons you from the absolute jump.
The result may be, as sociologist Peter Nardi has expressed it, that gay and lesbian people have elevated friendship to an importance perhaps not matched by any other group. And friendship, in this view, comes to entail sexual expression.
It can. That is not how, again, like, they're talking about just the homosexuals. Not every queer couple is open or considers them non-hierarchical. There are trad gays out there. I mean, you'd be shocked. You'd be shocked to find the kind of deviant freaks out there that are both gay and observe religious practices like a little fucking weirdo. Cope.
Hill tries to argue as a celibate, self-identified gay Christian that non-sexual
this is Cope. A celibate, self-identified gay Christian. So this is a self-hating gay person wrapped in a fucking Christendom and is trying to cope with like queer lefty spaces that are open and free and don't have the kind of fucking hangups that this author does. And neither you nor the author have a way to parse this with any of your real-world knowledge because your sexual literacy is just fucking at the floor, man. You have none of it.
Friendship should be what LGBT persons strive for as an expression of their gay identity. But if sexual attraction is always a part of your identity, then you can't just be friends with each other. For the same reason men and women can't just be friends.
I'm friends with what? I'm friends with women. What the fuck? Okay, just be like, God, dude. I don't know. Because of the way I am, it's like it's never been a problem. I don't know. I have platonic female friends to my goddamn bewilderment that I accidentally did not advance on because I didn't think they were interested, and then they feel a little upset, probably validly, that I ignore them in ways. And that's totally happened to me before, especially when I was in my 20s. I know. And so man, people are so weird about women. I don't know if it's been, I don't know. I must have got fucking lucky because it's never been an intention by me to be fucking normal. I have been, don't get me wrong, I had to learn how to socialize with people. There was nervous before I had real experience with women. I had nerves about expressing myself romantically towards somebody. That's scary to put yourself out there when you're a kid and stuff. But I'm an adult man, dude. This is bullshit. This is so stupid. Jake's got the Riz. The kids these days are calling it Riz. I call it just social awareness. I am a present person. When I'm in the room with you, I'm in the room with you. And not everybody is always in the room with you when they're there, you know what I'm saying? There's this really great, I mentioned this before, and I don't think anyone gets delight out of it but me, but there was this clip, hold on, wait. Let me see if I can find it. Come with me, I want to be alone. I still can never find it. There is a clip that exists out there. There is a Wacky Races or something. I think it was Snively Whiplash or the rip-off. Man. Stay with me. That's not it. So you guys remember Wacky Races? There was also a clone of Wacky Races that I think actually is what it was. Anyway, Cartoon Network did a movie or something way back in the day when Toonami was a thing, and I was watching it, and yeah, it wasn't Snively Whiplash. It was the other. Hold on. Well, I'm making you feel old, but it came out in fucking 2008 or something like that. Wacky Races. Well, Wacky Races they used to play on the fucking Hanna-Barbera channel. I didn't watch this with its contemporary. I'm not that fucking old. Anyway, maybe you guys are. But it wasn't Wacky Races. It was the other one. I can't think of the other one. Not Dastardly and Muttley. Mean Machine. None of that. Scooby-Doo Professor. Yeah, Boomerang was great. Anyway, the evil bad guy, he it was like a bimbo joke, and she was just dumb the whole time, which was fine. I don't know if it holds up still, but he looked at her, and through the whole movie, he's just being frustrated and like he's being thwarted by the ineptitude of his own help, the evil bad guy, which I thought was a funny gag. And at one point, she's talking to him, and he just ignores what she says, and he just looks at her and goes, "Come with me. I want to be alone," because she's just brain dead. That's how I feel when other men are talking about relationships sometimes, man. That's how I feel. Was it the Penelope show? Maybe Penelope Pit Stop? Maybe.
There's always a sexual tension that prevents
Cartoon
someone
Olympics?
from being vulnerable and honest with
Maybe.
the other person. One reason that incest is wrong, among other reasons,
Losers.
is that God created familial relationships so that there would be no moral possibility of sex.
Buddy, we should not be starting at what God's decisions are. The reason, okay, incest is wrong because it's likely a situation where a person was groomed. That's typically why people have a problem with incest. It's because it's almost always a predator that is preying upon a younger sibling or relative. Right? And that's the problem. Incest is wrong because of you. I mean, there's like the theoretical two people who didn't know each other and then met each other and fell in love and found out that they were cousins. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't give a fuck. But like, if, yeah, I mean, most people are just like, yeah, it's just gross because like you were raised together. You're fucking, this isn't how it's supposed to go. And so incest is okay in the Bible. It literally is. Yeah, whatever. Although, like, after Sodom and Gomorrah, Lot gets assaulted by his daughters. They get him drunk and they get pregnant by him. That story contextually is the person who wrote that was making fun of the tribe of people that they claimed Lot was the patriarch to. And the descendants of Lot were turned into this tribe.
That's why we rightly call it an abusive situation if a young woman legitimately wonders if her father wants to have sex with her. But it's not an abusive situation if she simply wonders the same thing about a male coworker. If you never had a safe space to be honest with a person and not worry about whether they want to have sex with you, you'd go insane. But LGBT ideology only works if sex is not for uniting men and women as a one-flesh union in a way so that it's distorted or perverted if it's sought outside that context.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but Christianity is not real. God doesn't exist. Jesus didn't die for your sins. You're not inherently unclean. And you can literally fuck any person that consents to it with you. Yeah, or people. It's not about becoming one flesh or any bullshit like that, you little fucking weirdo. It's literally just you have a biological drive to nut, and Christianity is not real. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Jesus Christ. We have a child in here? Oh, fuck. Dude, did we have like a little fucking 16-year-old? TheBigNic? How is it not real? Oh, fuck. All right, welcome, Big Nick, no slurs, and you're good. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You good? How you doing, man? Am I calling you Nick?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Are you a believer of a faith?
What does that matter?
What?
What does it matter?
Well, it's pretty central to the claim that the religion you believe in is true, I think. Do you not think so?
Why?
Why? Why?
You can't debate with an atheist?
Are you an atheist? An atheist that
What
thinks
does it matter?
religions are true? Well, that just sounds like not an atheist, sir.
First of all, you said real. You said Christianity wasn't real.
That's correct. It's
true.
not.
The
It's not.
second of all,
It's not a
Christianity
true
is true.
thing.
But you said not real.
Okay. Well, I
Okay,
mean, it's not
prove it.
true. Prove what?
Prove it.
Prove that Are you a Christian?
That it's not true.
Prove that Christianity
Prove
is
it's
not
not
true.
true.
There is no evidence for God or the claims that are made in the Bible.
What about the book?
The Bible? What about?
Yeah, that's not evidence?
Is Harry Potter evidence of Harry Potter?
Is that not evidence?
It's not. No.
That's evidence that J.K. Rowling exists.
Right. And so the Bible is evidence that the writers of the Bible exist. Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
What are they all talking about? They're all inspired by something. What is the story they're talking about?
So J.K. Rowling was inspired by the spirit of wizards, or what? Or was she just having an idea?
J.K. Rowling.
Oh, okay. But the Bible is different. Why?
Christ, or are we talking about Harry Potter?
Talking about Christ?
Are we talking about?
We have
the
a
Old Testament?
we have
We're
a
talking
we have a
about the New
Christian
Testament.
Canadian on our hands, actually. Ontario? I'm dialing in. New London? London, Ontario? No? Okay. I'm from Michigan, by the way.
Are we talking about religion or? So what?
I don't know. Okay, so number one, you're very hostile, which is strange. Number two,
Cross the border. I'll get hostile with you. Cross the border.
what? Was that like I'll fight you guy stuff? Are you mad? Are you trying to fight me because your
You're the one
God
that's
isn't
lying.
real? Maybe God will smite me.
Prove it. Again, prove it.
Prove
it.
what?
There's
Which
evidence.
Okay, so which God
Evidence
do
is
you believe
on
in?
the side of
Jesus?
truth.
Like Jesus or
Mormon Jesus.
Thank you, Alderman, for the raid. Are you a Jesus guy or a
What does it matter?
Okay. So I believe as a Christian you have a charter to like profess your faith when you are asked by a person who doesn't believe. Are you a Christ believing Christian or are you a
Is that
bad
what you
Christian?
believe? Is that what you believe?
That's not what I believe. I believe that you're not doing your job as a Christian if you are one. But if you're not, no big deal. Then you're good. Like, I just think it's
So why
pussy.
would you care?
So frankly, I think it's pussy shit if you're like, I'm a Christian, but I'm not. You don't want to say it for some reason. Like, I just want to know what you believe so that we can have a baseline of understanding so that we can talk about why your belief isn't true because that's what you asked. Why isn't
hope
true?
you
I would love to
have
talk
a
to you about it.
fantastic
But,
day.
like, do you want to
You
talk
see
about
how
it? Or are you,
stupid it is that you're telling me that my belief isn't real when
Yes,
you don't
you-
even know what my belief is? Do you see how stupid that is?
because when I've asked you what your belief is, you don't tell me what your belief is. I would love to know, Big Nick.
Why would that matter? Why would that matter? It's not about my belief. It's about what you said about
Yes,
Christianity.
no matter
saying it's
what
not
your
real.
no matter what your religious belief is, it is
It's
untrue.
patently absurd to say
Crude
it's
Miner,
not
Crude
real
Miner, thanks for the
when-
Prime for
when
9
it's
months.
Obviously a real thing.
So what's real about it?
What's unreal about it?
What's unreal about what?
Christianity, first of all, has a name. It's called Christianity. You're
Okay.
saying it's not real. Okay.
It's not real.
What is Christianity,
So Dungeons and Dragons is real.
Why does it have a name?
Dungeons and Dragons is
Why
real.
does it have a name?
Every Sunday I play Dungeons and
Is-
Dragons, which has a name, and this is true. Every single Sunday
Right.
we play a game of Dungeons and
So
Dragons.
somebody created it.
That's
It exists. You
correct.
can't say Dungeons and Dragons isn't real. People play Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and
You
Dragons.
see how stupid it is to say it's not real?
So the claims of your religion are untrue. Are you more comfortable with me saying that? I'll
Which one?
happily amend
Which
my
claim?
the all of them.
You don't
The
know what my religion is. Which claim? Which
any
claim of which
religion. It
is
doesn't matter
untrue?
what your religion is. That's how confident
one?
I am. So it doesn't matter.
Pick one.
Christianity.
Okay, which claim? You're not. Which claim?
Okay.
Of
In
Christianity.
the beginning, God created. That is a claim, and it is untrue.
So you don't exist?
God did not create me. That's
Okay, but do you exist?
yes, I exist.
Something created you, right?
No,
Your parents didn't create you?
that's not what creation is. They made it, and I was
What's creation?
what? Creation would be when there's nothing, and then there's something.
So what is that? That's
What
the only
is
thing
that?
that has a label of
What's
creation.
really fascinating is
There's
it's
no such
way
thing as
more
creators.
interesting than the concept
Are the
of
people
God.
on
It's-
Twitch that are creators?
What?
They're making somethings from nothings, but you weren't created.
What are you talking about, man? You are so strung up. So Christianity isn't real, and
Be
it
specific about the
puts
words you're using.
Christianity isn't true, and it brings Christianity does not have
Christianity isn't real because
Christianity isn't true, and it makes
Finish
you
your
very
thought.
mad. You're like vibrating, and I need to understand why it makes you so viscerally upset. Thank you, Canadian Unicorn.
I don't like people lying.
This fool is a troll. I don't think he's a troll. I think he's so mad. I wonder why you're so mad. Do you have a camera, by the way? Can we see your face? Essential claim of the existence of God and all the claims that extend from that claim are false. True. Yeah. So, like, are you willing? Do you want to talk about the subject, or are you just mad, man? Like, this is such pussy shit. Are you ready to talk?
What do you?
Like, holy shit! Like,
This
like,
is pussy shit. Come across the border. Come across the border.
to fight you? Like with your
Sure, if that's what it takes.
your voice is getting high. So you want to fight me because your religion isn't true? And I'm the first person that's ever told this to you, and it just fucking, your brain's fucking broken, your heart is broken, you're emotional about it, you're shaking, you can't even have a conversation.
You're lying on the internet.
I'm not lying on the internet.
It's pussy shit, but you won't fight another man. So do physical combat with another man.
You're challenging me to physical combat because Jesus isn't real.
Why not? You're saying it's pussy shit.
It's pussy shit. Yes, you are a pussy if when
do something about it.
Listen, if when I have a disagreement with you, your initial reaction is instead not to engage with it, it's just to throw a little fit like a tiny boy. Like, you think that that's manly or something? You won't even show your face to me. Show your fucking...
What do I need to show my face to you for?
Hi, man. Like,
no.
What do you mean?
You.
Because you're a fucking coward. That's why. Like, you can't even talk about the subject.
I just gotta come across the fucking border. Let's sort it. I'm the coward?
Yes. Like, how do you... What? A guy said, I don't believe in God, and the claims in the Bible are untrue, and you want to fight me because you're ineffective. Like, you literally are so ineffective otherwise that the only thing you can think to do is, like, to harm me. Like, your brain's just, you have nothing but your amygdala firing off right now. Like, your fight or flight is like, fight, because you have no intellectual response to the things I'm fucking saying.
Have you ever been in a fight?
Have I been in fights? Yes. 3-0, baby. Are you good? That's it? You're going to come in here and you're just like, I want to fight you! And then that's it? Do you want to have a discussion about why your religion is false?
That's misrepresenting.
It's not.
You said it was pussy shit. I said, let's take it to the next level. If you're saying it's pussy shit, let's take it to the next level.
Yeah, man. Yes. I definitely think this is pussy shit. So, again, I'm going to give you a chance to defend your position of your religious belief.
What position?
I would love to know,
what
religious belief you hold in your fucking heart. I would love to fucking know, but you're too much of a bitch to admit that you're religious to me? Like, what a fucking coward. You, like, holy fucking shit, man.
Google me.
Google me? What? What?
I don't have to prove myself to you. You want to debate facts? Let's debate facts.
Okay, factually, what religion do you affiliate yourself with? I am an atheist, personally.
What does it matter? What does it matter? Attack the religion, not me. You don't know how to debate for shit. That's why I challenge you to a physical fight, because you're fucking retarded.
That's why I challenge you to a physical fight. Holy fucking shit. Please elucidate your position. Please. What is your position on the claim that religion is false?
You're the one making false. You're lying.
That is not a lie. Religion is false. It is not a true. They don't make true claims to the.
How could all religion be false?
Do you believe all religions are true?
They overlap quite a bit.
Do you believe they're all true? What overlapping of the religions do you appeal to in this scenario? What overlap are you appealing to? Between which religions? You can't you literally fucking can't think, bro. Make a fucking point. I am asking you questions, and instead you're just like, I don't know anything. Like, use your fucking brain. What's it in your head for?
Ask me. What the fuck are you talking about? What question?
What?
You're just making claims. You're saying God isn't real, religion isn't real. What the fuck is there to debate with that? You're just a moron. You haven't read anything. Have you read the New Testament?
Yes, I have read. I have. Would you like to see the YouTube channel where I have 10 documented years reading the Bible cover to cover? You fucking clown!
You want to debate me?
I am trying genuinely to have a discussion with you.
Okay.
I would love to know what your religious belief is. What is your religious belief?
Who cares what my religious belief is?
So the New Testament.
What's your problem with the New Testament?
So it sounds like you're a Christian who's taking this very personally. The problem with the New Testament is it's not true.
Let's do the Bhagavad Gita. What's the problem with? What's your problem with the Bhagavad Gita?
It is not true.
Which part of it is not true? It's a fucking story.
The
man. Which part of
claims
it is
on
not true?
cosmology or reality that it makes are untrue. They are unreliable.
Such as, give me one, the specific one that you disagree with that can't possibly be true.
The creation of the universe.
Okay, so the universe doesn't exist. It wasn't created.
So you think the fucking Bhagavad Gita has the accurate description of how the universe came to be? Is that what you're about to tell me?
Let's deal with one.
So you
specific
agree
issue
with
that's
me?
the problem.
So you have my position that the Bhagavad Gita does not, in fact, have an accurate description of the creation of the universe. Correct? You agree with me on this?
It's a story.
Holy
It's
shit!
a
That was.
story
It's like
about
pulling
the
teeth.
creation of the
You agree with
How
me?
accurate can it be?
You agree with
How
me,
accurate
right?
can it be?
Dude,
What's your definition of accuracy?
my definition of accuracy: a thing being true. It must be true. The definition of accuracy is that it is true.
How do you define, How do you arrive at true? How do you arrive at true? What's true to
You
you?
test it and see what's true. How do you what?
Sure.
How old's the universe in your opinion?
Sure, I agree.
How old's the universe in your opinion?
Who knows? How the fuck are you gonna know?
What do you
How
mean?
would you know that? That's impossible to know.
It's not actually. It's 13.7 billion years old.
Prove it. Prove it.
Okay.
That's so dumb. Prove it.
Here we go. 13.7 billion years old. How old is the universe? Astronomers have determined that the universe is 13.7 billion years old. How do they come to this precise conclusion? Let's talk about it. Do you want me to read you science, or are you going to educate yourself? Or
No,
do you,
are we gonna debate, or are you gonna fucking refer to the internet?
well, what do you? Wait, you just told me to prove it. So I appealed to someone that was other than myself because that's what you do when you are saying prove it. And I
So you're
appealed.
not
I appealed to
defending-
Princeton University, who I think is a reputable source.
So you have to appeal to a higher source than you in order to prove it.
I do in fact have to appeal to scientists on science.
Weird. You must appeal to a higher source.
Do you think
Oh,
that?
no.
Do you think that God and scientists have the same evidence for existence?
I'm
Which
not sure
one?
what
Which
that
one
means.
would you have an easier? You're not sure what that means. I'm surprised. Which one has more evidence
sure
for
what it
existence, God or a scientist like Neil deGrasse Tyson? If you were forced at gunpoint to prove the existence of one of them, which one would you choose, and why?
It would be easier to prove to idiots that Neil deGrasse Tyson exists.
Oh, okay, to idiots. So are you going to take the easy way out, or are you going to let that gun fucking blow your brains out because you can't prove God, because you literally can't? You're not even
If I
trying
have
right
to
now.
prove to 80% of the people on the planet that something exists, I'll pick the thing that they recognize and know the name of.
Neil deGrasse
Yeah, it's
Tyson, a
easier.
famous man.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So
Most
more
people won't
famous
look at
than
Neil
God,
deGrasse
in your
Tyson
opinion?
if he's not there.
What a powerful God! My God is an awesome God, unless Neil deGrasse Tyson's in the room. Jesus Christ, dude. You're doing a bang-up job for Christianity. Are you a Catholic by chance? You should definitely repent for your sins for this one. Maybe you're a
Isn't it
Baptist.
interesting
Maybe you've
how
already been
it doesn't
fucking
matter?
cleaned out. Are you a sinner? Are you a sinner, sir?
What do you define as sin?
Well, I don't think sin exists.
So then how could I be a sinner?
Well, are you, in your opinion?
If you don't think it exists, then how could I be that?
So, do you think that what I think exists is what determines your belief on whether or not you're a sinner? Or the reality that you're a sinner or not? My belief on it is what determines that?
Since your non-belief in Christianity doesn't affect Christianity one bit, no.
Right. So, as a non-Christian, I'm asking, are you a sinner? Like, how would I know?
By what definition?
Yours?
By what definition of sin?
Your definition? Because I don't have one?
Then yeah.
Okay, so you're a sinner. In what capacity do you think you're a sinner? And I would because I think
That's
from
none
my
of your business.
Okay, so from your perspective, I think I would be a sinner for, well, the first, 3 of them are just to observe God because he's a jealous little baby. Do you think that God being a jealous little baby
I
is a
don't-
good quality? Do you know what the first command? Do you know what the 10 Commandments are? Can you name them in order? Thou shalt have no other God before
In
me.
what
That's number
order?
1. The order that they're delivered
They're
in the
different
Bible
orders.
in Leviticus.
There are different orders and there are different commands, so don't get snippy with me.
The 10 Commandments? Okay, give them to me
You're
in
the one
any.
that says he doesn't exist.
Give
so
them to
shut
me
the
in.
fuck-
Give them
Who
to me in
cares?
any
What
order.
does it matter if I know the 10 Commandments?
Well, do you know them?
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm not. I'm asking you. Do you know
Don't
them?
quiz me. You're not.
Okay.
What does it matter if I know them or not?
Well, because
you were talking about how you were a sinner, and now you want to focus on me being a sinner.
Yeah. So if you don't know the 10 Commandments to your religion, how are you supposed to be a reliable source on whether or not it's true?
What religion?
Christianity, of course.
Are you asking me about Christianity?
That's correct. How am I supposed to believe that you have the ability to tell me what is true if you don't understand the religion that you're advocating for?
Are you talking about me, or are we talking about Christianity?
I'm talking about you right now. You are the person that I'm talking to. You do not understand Christianity. How do you justify sitting here right now taking the stance that you're taking? Like, what is the reason that you think Christianity is true?
Why are you asking me?
What is the reason that you think Christianity is true?
What year is it?
It's 2023.
2023 what?
So, common era? Are you
What made it common?
the common era? What are you appealing to the AD BC stuff? Are you appealing to the Caesarean okay, so China doesn't agree with us, Japan doesn't agree with us, so other cultures don't agree with that calendar.
They don't agree that it's 2023?
There's a commerce year, and then there's like the rest of the stuff. Also, like that marks like
I don't know,
the
man.
common
Like, if you
era.
go to a hospital and you say it's not
so the
2023, they're gonna put you in a mental institution. Either it's 2023 or it's not. Like, you can debate it, but when you go to a mental institution, they're right and you're not.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the Gregorian calendar is where that comes from. That's from institutional power that's existed. Like you're just discussing you're appealing to tradition. That's not like how we prove things exist. So like, do you think that that Christmas is proof of like Santa Claus's existence because we've been doing it for a long time? Or is that obviously
Why
not?
would I?
Yeah, of
what does that
course.
have to do with?
Yeah, that's
what
what I
year
mean.
is it, man? Like, what year is it?
Right. Do you hear yourself?
Like,
though?
can we stick to facts?
Sure.
But can
Yeah.
you answer what made it common? Common era. What made it common?
So
AD. What's Anno Dominus? What is that?
Anno Dominus?
It's
You are
2023.
Catholic.
2023 years since something
It's
happened.
a damn Catholic right
It's
there.
something
I
happened
could
there.
smell it on you.
Hey, man.
I could smell it
Yeah,
on
really.
you, dude. He used Latin. Too late. Got him. So yeah, the common era is commonly marked by the incorrect birth year of Jesus.
Okay, wasn't that weird though? It's like so many people have this strange
But do you know why that is?
coincidental belief.
Do you know why that is? It's not
Yeah,
a
because
belief. It's not
he
a belief.
conquered death.
But it's incorrect. Number one, the year that you're ascribing to the death. The historians have gone back. It's not accurate to the year, right? So like the year we use currently would be like 2035 or something like that. But it's not correct, right?
Okay.
Because that's not what they're doing, and they did that. Like, do you know when Jesus?
they're
When is
recording
Jesus?
time
Wait,
since
in
nothing
your-
happened.
When's Jesus' birthday? in your
No,
opinion?
they're counting since an event of nothing.
They have not been counting since. Do you think? Wait. You think the
And then
Gregorian?
they wrote a book.
Hold on,
they
wait.
wrote a book that people have been.
You think the
just
Gregorian?
reproducing
Do
for
you
years
think?
and years and years?
Do you think the Gregorian calendar, the one that we use now, started the day Jesus was born? And then that's what we've been using to count, and they're like every year before that was just negative years. That's the claim you're
Nope.
making?
That's not what I.
Oh, okay, then what do you
that's
think
not
is the
claim that I'm
reason?
making.
Since you're educating.
Is the reason what?
What is the reason that we have?
What's the reason what?
The
It's cold.
What is the reason that the Gregorian calendar has the year it is then?
I just told you why.
Okay. So Jesus is real because the Gregorian calendar is real? Is what you're saying?
I'm saying approximately 2,000 years ago, something happened that people started counting the time. and it's more
You think
significant
people
than anything you've ever
started
done.
counting time when Jesus was born? That was the first time they started counting time?
That's
You know
what
he had-
Anno Dominus means.
Do you know they had
After the
calendars
year.
before the Gregorian calendar?
Yeah. How long of them? How many of them are still around? Do you know when somebody asks
What do
you?
you mean?
the year,
There's
you say
multiple
it's
cultures
20
that have different calendars, but this is the one that
Yeah.
that Western.
You don't use those calendars though.
that so you're appealing to the
I'm appealing to if you go to a mental health institution and you tell them it's the year
mental
of the cock, they won't let you go out.
a mental health. If you go to a mental health institution and you say it's the year of the cock, they won't let you go out. They will have also seen
ask
the
you-
Chinese menu calendar at the buffet, my dude. Like, what? They're not going to think you're crazy for saying it's the year of the cock because it's a well-known thing that the Chinese calendar is a real.
They will
a
think
real
you're
thing
crazy if you deny that it's 2023.
They won't think you're. What the fuck, man? If you say to a mental health professional, I observe this calendar because I am from here, they will be like,
If you
oh,
tell a
okay.
mental health professional that it's not 2023, yeah, they'll say you're crazy.
You're not listening
because
to the words I'm
everybody
saying.
agrees
man.
that it's 2023.
You are
because
no.
something happened at that point in
no
time
one-
that people started counting. They said, "Hey, this is significant." And we need
Okay,
to remember
what
it."
is that thing?
That's what the New Testament.
What is the significant thing that they started counting?
The New Testament. You said you
the
read
New
it. I'm not sure why you
The
need to
New Testament
ask
did
me
not come out in year 1.
that. No shit.
Okay, so what? Okay, so what significant event caused them to start counting with your Gregorian calendar conspiracy theory?
They were marking the time since Jesus died, since he walked the earth.
Okay, so what year did Jesus die?
Approximately 2,000 years ago. How stupid are you? Like,
So
what year is it, man?
What year did Jesus die?
You're asking questions that are obviously
Uh-huh.
that anybody with
So you said so. AD
Any
stands for
conscious-
what? What does AD stand for?
Anno Dominus.
Okay, what's it mean?
It means the year of our Lord.
Okay,
It has meant that since before you were born, and it will mean that since after you were after you're gone.
the year, but we use Common Era now.
No, you use Common Era because you want to deny the story was true before you were born, and it's still going to be true after you're
But
gone.
you believe that the story is true.
What does it matter if I believe it?
Well, it sounds like you believe it. Do you believe that the story was true?
You see those churches everywhere?
So you believe that churches were built? Me too. Do you
Those
believe that the
churches all
church?
have
Do you believe that
crosses
the
inside.
Church
They're all
of Satan
maintaining
is
the same
true?
story. I don't know
Do you-
why they would
so,
be
so,
doing that.
So you believe
No, the
that?
Church of Satan is not true.
Okay, so you don't believe
The
that
Church
the
of
Church of
Satan
Satan
may
is
be
true.
real, but it's not true.
Okay, so the Church of
It's
Satan
not
isn't
based on
true.
any
Why
real
is the Church of
theology.
Satan not true?
It's a troll. It's
Why?
a troll. It's not real. It's not
Is the
meant
Church
to
of
bring peace.
Scientology true?
No,
Is the Church of Mormonism true? Church of Latter-day Saints?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is Islam true?
I think
Are the
so,
Baptists, Presbyterians, Methodists, Lutherans, are they right?
Yeah. In as much as they believe in one God, they're right about that.
Oh, okay. And what about the Catholics? Are they the most right, you think, in your opinion? Who has
In as much as they believe in one God, they're right about that.
So they're only right about believing in one God. So if you're monotheistic, that's what you want. But
I
so
didn't
what?
say that.
So as long as someone's monotheistic, that's the religion they should believe in.
That's a pretty big overlap.
Monotheism?
Yep.
Okay, that seems to make you very tumescent. What about monotheism makes you so hard?
It's real. It's true.
Monotheism is true?
Pantheism isn't. Polytheism isn't. There is only one God.
Okay. Could you demonstrate to me proof of this God?
No.
Why not?
I don't want to, and I told you don't tell me what to do.
But you could. I asked you what to do. You're very insecure. You're like a little petulant child. Can you please provide me some kind of anything? Like you are a warrior for God right now. This is your time. You got your mantle of fucking of inspiration right now. It's time. It's time to proselytize to me and actually tell me a thing you believe so that I can have a discussion with you instead of you being so fucking butt mad that I don't believe your bullshit. Like, you're actually just fucking triggered.
You don't
dude.
have to believe my bullshit. How am I triggered?
How are you triggered? You don't feel like you're a fucking baby? Is this how you act when you have disagreements with people normally?
Yep.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, I was right. You're actually fucking unhinged, dude. The Ten Commandments.
What does that word mean to you?
What does unhinged mean to me?
Yeah. Define that word.
You don't believe in reality, my dude, and you don't have a quality understanding of like your emotional well-being or the
You're
way
the one that
or the way
you're the one that
you,
doesn't believe it's 2023. I don't believe in reality.
You
You say Christianity is not real.
Christianity is definitely not true. You don't understand, like,
You said not real.
it's not true. I'm continuing to say that. You're like trying to stick me on this, and I said I'm happy to amend it if you're unhappy with my words, and like you can't get over it because you're a fucking child. Like, you're not a man. You haven't been able to have a conversation with me the whole fucking time. I would love to have a conversation, but you won't even say, I believe in Christianity. Like, are you going to go to church on Sunday and, like, tell your Catholic priest, hey, Father, forgive me for I have sinned. I'm just a huge fucking pussy, and I couldn't even admit that I was a Christian. Like, isn't there, like, a whole story about, like, admitting you're, like, isn't it the lion's den? Like, even when they're descending upon you, you should admit that you're a Christian. Like, all I'm doing is fucking genuinely asking your belief system so I can have a conversation with your pussy ass, but instead I'm getting petulant fucking whinery. It's so fucking annoying when I talk to you losers.
You're calling me a pussy ass.
Yes, you're a pussy.
Loser, yeah.
You're a huge pussy. Are you a Christian? I'm an atheist. My name's Jake. Nice to meet you. I'm an atheist. What are you? What do you got going on?
Good for you. Do you think people can be typified by, like, this is my signifier, this is my identifier, and that's how you can identify me?
I don't
Man,
identify as an atheist. I just am one. I don't think about it until you fucking
you
crazy
just did that. It's like, what? You have feelings, you have thoughts and emotions. You're an atheist? Fine. Eat a dick, atheist.
What does that mean? All right. So, hey, look. If you're a Christian and would like to have a discussion instead of obviously needing therapy,
so
like, holy fucking shit,
did you see?
you're banned?
Did you see who that guy was?
No, I don't know who he is.
Okay.
Is he a guy?
More dumb. He's a guy.
He's a guy?
Apparently, this is a guy who made a Steam game about Roman fighting. Obviously, it's a Roman war game thing.
He's a guy?
Shocker. He made this on Steam.
He's such a
in,
fucking baby.
In 2017.
Then no one played, he got mad?
He made a bunch of transphobic comments
I'm
on
not
Steam
surprised.
forums because obviously he got mad. And also, Stephanie Sterling has already taken him to task years ago. But yeah, that's like his whole legacy is that he makes a shitty.
You got
game.
owned by Jim Sterling one time?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. What a fucking child. I thought you were, you are a nobody, but I really thought you were a nobody. Like, even more than that. That's amazing. That's so fucking pathetic, dude. What, do you think I'm a fucking pussy, dude? Yes, I do think you're a pussy. I cannot believe I've never talked to a Christian that was embarrassed to say that they were a Christian before. That's actually fucking embarrassing. I genuinely was just gonna fucking talk to him. Big Nick came in with fucking crazy bad energy, dude. I would have loved to have a real talk. I love to talking to Christians, man. What a fucking psycho. I've never seen this. The Misadventures of Steam's Most Unlikable Developer?
Big Lord.
So this is the guy I just talked to. I didn't know he was a fucking guy.
Hello, one and all.
Do we have more guys like this? I'll talk. Big Nick got very upset. I would love to talk to people in that realm.
We've got a great video planned for you, but before we begin, I try and avoid too much self-promotion. It's a little bit gauche, but this one is a matter of urgency. I want to warn you that if you've ever had any interest in making a purchase from thegimporium.com, where we sell our merch, including the incredibly popular The Gays Can Do Whatever They Want shirt and the Something Something Capitalism Bad shirt, well, just make an order quickly, because I've just heard that Embracer Group plans to buy our entire remaining stock. Nope, I've just heard they plan to buy our entire remaining shop. Sorry, hold on, I'm just hearing it in the air a lot. Okay, no, breaking news, they plan to buy the entire show, the Gymquisition, the YouTube channel, everything.
His game got banned from this?
Except obviously me.
All right.
Piece of shit to get Steam's impressively lax moderation system to step in and do something about you. Steam, a service that has for years acted as a wide-open sluice gate for the most low-effort, offensive, and/or incomplete games imaginable, long ago gave up the idea of having any sense of quality control.
I didn't know this guy has been owned before. Amazing.
And its community.
He just does that? He goes around getting owned?
Forums are pretty damn
nice
permissive when it comes to allowing nastiness and aggression.
Amazing.
Hey, whatever
Jake accidentally talks to a fucking internet meme? Whoops.
floats your boat. While each game community can moderate itself to its own standards, Steam rarely likes to step in, predominantly because it relies on communities moderating themselves to their own standards.
His Twitter's nothing but cope. He has a Twitter?
So Steam can further invest time into its primary...
Is he on my Twitter right now being mad? I have a Twitter too. Is he mad at me?
business of doing as little as possible and making obscene amounts of money doing it. It's hard to get Steam to step in and stop you, is what I'm saying. And for one particular developer, they managed to go one step further. Amazingly, some might say hilariously, getting banned from his own community after a long period of truly unhinged and aggressive behaviour. Dubbed Steam's least likeable developer.
The least likable aggressive behavior, you don't say! Is that why he said, look me up? And I was like, why the fuck would I look you up? Some fucking random guy? Look me up, bro. Amazing.
Creator of indie gladiator game Domina has low-key made a disreputable name for himself with a history of bigoted screeds, bizarre manosphere philosophies, and a pervasive desire to angrily clap back at negative reviews of his game. Dolphin Ben Incorporated combines the self-awareness of digital homicide with the charm and social grace of cholera, and as a result of repeated violations of Steam's community guidelines, has found himself, at least temporarily, unable to post on his own game's forum.
Hilarious.
Steam's ban notice, posted by Dolphin in a display of outrage masquerading as pride, notes, "This is the second time that one of your posts violates our discussion rules and guidelines, specifically insulting or flaming another user. We're also noticing a trend with abusive messages sent when banning players from your hub. When posting any content in the community or communicating with your players, please make sure it adheres to the guidelines."
Amazing.
DB first came to the public's attention when his patch notes for Domina began slipping in weird political statements, something which curiously didn't upset the usual keep politics out of my games crowd, but raised some red fucking flags with everyone else who wondered why patch notes would list random anti-mask rants in between bug fixes and gameplay optimizations.
What the fuck?
Sorry.
He ranted in between?
Yeah. I know what's coming. Take off the fucking masks, rambles the most notorious of these notes.
Amazing.
Next time you're at the grocery store, try showing a woman your face. Be confident, unafraid of the lies.
In his update notes, he's coping? I am so sad I didn't know he was a guy.
You might get a girlfriend.
I would have made fun of him more.
Like confidence. Women don't like dudes who cover their faces in fear. What are you afraid of? Getting laid? Grow up!
Did he get banned from chat, or is he just fucking, did he just rage quit? Game update 1.01 made game code more manly.
As funny as it is to be told to grow up by an anti-masker parroting infantile pickup artist bullshit, it's nonetheless a puzzling thing to see. Domina enjoyed a
He's been in here a few times, has he?
A deal of positivity on its release in 2017, earning quite a few glowing reviews. But love for the game has soured increasingly, not just for using the game to push reckless and dangerous anti-mask rhetoric, but for a number of toxic rants and outraged attacks on anybody critical of his game. Another notorious patch note for Domina reads, "Some men still won't fight.
Fuck.
They're weak. There's no accounting for weak men."
Weak men. Are you a Christian?
No, don't ask me that.
Weak men lack character.
Oh, really? They lack character and strong moral fiber? Surprise. It's literally fucking projection, dude. Holy shit. He is nailing it. It's so sad that everyone knows what projection is now, because it's like, it falls on deaf ears, but like, it happens so much. Projection is such a real fucking thing that humans do.
Strong moral fiber is hard to come by. It's earned through hard work and sacrifice, and it cannot be had
Amazing.
via OnlyFans or Pornhub.
Incredible.
No, those fucking things are demonic possessions, waiting to show you a succubus titty in the hopes you'll waste a load on her instead of spending that energy studying how to weld, or grow a potato, or learning a new language, or how to program a computer.
Look, if I'll waste some loads. I'll waste a load or two. I don't have to have 100% efficiency with the loads.
Listen, kids,
That's crazy.
Get off them porn tubes and do something with your life, because no one is going to give you a goddamn thing, and this whole mess we call civilization is only getting harder. We need solutions, and we need smart men who can work hard and implement those solutions.
Incredible.
Masturbating to e-girls isn't going to solve the energy crisis, is it? Get to work.
What about fucking the e-girls? Because what about actually having sex with real humans? Is that okay?
I don't know about that. If we harness the kinetic energy of hundreds of dudes cranking it to Instagram, we cut down on fuel emissions in a heartbeat. Can't say the same for some of the other emissions we'd have to deal with. I'm talking about cum. This manifesto was added as a wild fucking non sequitur in an otherwise tiny update, briefly listing 4 minor gameplay changes.
Incredible.
The completely unbidden life advice ironically ends with the message, don't let strangers on the internet tell you how to live your life. If you want to be told how to live your life, read the New Testament.
Amazing.
The internet will only give you lies.
Incredible. He literally has one brain cell, and it's the only thing he can think about is rage and Christ. Come fight me, bro. I'm gonna Domina you. He probably has a fucking Gladius actually in his house. What a nerd.
Now, if Dolphin Man
Gladius
had
is
stuck
cool.
to regurgitating the alpha male nonsense of supplement salesmen and dick pill peddlers, that'd be one thing. But it will come as no surprise to you that he's also a massive fucking bigot who especially hates trans people because why not? It's the fashionable fucking thing to do, after all.
NPC dialogue
Content
shit,
warning
man.
for this bit,
This man absolutely owns a mall, sort of.
obviously. Bestiarius also adds a heal option, even if you don't have Medicus or Medicus Emeritus, or if you're a man who has inverted his penis into a vagina. The Bestiarius will automatically train animals after healing, but it won't make you a woman.
It's not on my mind at all times. I'm not a fucking obsessed little freak. Here's my non sequitur transphobia. It's not on my mind. It's not rent-free. I'm hinged. Anyway, I don't have to watch the rest of this. You can watch, if you want to watch the rest of this video, you go ahead. I think I get the picture now. That guy's a fucking lunatic.